Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So we're heading into Sunday, last day of the weekly candle before we get the weekly candle close. Typically we see a bit of volatility end of the day. Not yet, nothing exciting shows here. Today we've got our member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC. If you're interested, check out the membership. Today we talk about funding rates and how they can act as indicator for trading and technical analysis. But hey, overall, we're still following the script here. It is slow, but weekends are typically slow. So I understand if a lot of people are switching off on the weekend. I can't blame anyone. It is really brutally boring price action. However, we're now getting into the region where we expect a low in place at any point. Relevant support for our setup, which could be the jump off point for $2,500 plus, is $1,700. As long as that doesn't break, we're looking for higher. That's the key pivot point. That's the decision point. That's the 78.6 retracement level that shouldn't break. Well, it can break, and if it does, our alternative bullish wave count will come into play, where support all the way down to 1530 will be relevant. But this would mean a wave count shift. At the moment, again, I'm not primarily looking for it. We can't even get close to that level at the moment. And unless we see some wild extensions here on the way down, I wouldn't expect to get to 1700. I would, however, look at the area around 1780 to 1830. 1780 actually, for a target. Many weeks ago, I highlighted I would like to see price at least to get to 1830. You can see that price is respecting that Fibonacci level. First of all, we did get there, and now it is respecting it, hovering above it slowly and steadily, coming down lower, however. It would take a sustained break below that 1830 level here to continue the move down to 1780. This is, in my opinion, the next relevant support, plus the ascending trend line here, which could be, if it's a dynamic sell-off, like a quick capitulation, it might be broken quickly and then reverse quickly. That's what we need to see. Movement down is very choppy. That's because we're dealing with a so-called ending diagonal structure. So we have an A wave and a B wave, and the C wave is a so-called ending diagonal. Very boring, very choppy. The subwaves consist of corrective structures. I did show it in the previous Bitcoin video actually. So let me open that here as well. Those ending diagonal patterns, yeah, you've got here this situation in a downtrend, because we're in a local downtrend in a C wave. And here an ending diagonal could end the downtrend. The subwaves are corrective, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C in all subwaves. It's a 5-wave move happening in a wave 5 or wave C. And then typically you see the turnaround. These often happen as descending wedges. Don't need to, sometimes just channel lines, descending broadening wedges, descending wedges as you know them. And slowly and steadily the price is moving to the point where the buyers and the sellers agree that the downtrend ends. So they often happen in slow motion, and they often are frustrating, and I can only urge everybody not to try to trade every single subwave in a diagonal structure. So yeah, we've got a lot of this content on Discord if you're interested. But yeah, besides that, we are still grinding our way down here. The idea is that we are in a 5th wave, and in this 5th wave we are looking at an ABC structure. Now what could be the case is that this B wave is still unfolding. That's not entirely clear, but if it's a B wave, it ideally should not break above 1870. If it does, it would be a first indication that something more bullish is going on, and that would need a wave count change. But essentially that's exactly what we want, because we want to see that signal that somewhere in this box a turnaround happens, and that we get a confirmation that a low is in place. Bear in mind, without a 5-wave move up on a smaller time frame and a break above resistance, we don't have a low in place. So this is where we expect a low to be in place, ideally here between 1830 and 1780. But eventually it can drop all the way down to 1700 if it needs to. Only below 1700 we have to change our scenario. Yeah, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.